So in this video, I will be doing a quick and simple unboxing of the new 10th gen iPad. Also, at the end of the video, I will be doing a real quick comparison to see how the 10th gen iPad stacks up size-wise physically compared to the new 11-inch iPad Pro M2. Okay, so to start off with then, I'm just going to do a quick run around the box. And as you can see here, this is the front of the box, and this picture here is basically just a visual indicator to say that this is the iPad 10th gen. Now, I'll just go around the edges, and unsurprisingly, this is going to look just like every other iPad box. However, this one's got a bit of color on it. So we've got an iPad there, and then on this edge here, we've got an Apple logo. And then unsurprisingly, once again, there's another iPad. And then guess what's around here? Yes, another Apple logo. So what I'm going to do here then is just put it down like this, and then let me get at these tabs. So let me just rip these off. Okay, let me just flip this over and let me just get this box open. Okie dokie. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is just remove the iPad. So let me just put that to one side first. Now inside the box we have got this little package here, and inside here what we should have is the iPad kind of like welcome thing and guide and stuff, but maybe more importantly, some Apple stickers. Yay! Okay, let me get all that out the way. Now, just in keeping with the iPad Pros, this year round, what we've got here is a fully braided USB-C to USB-C cable here. So that does make a difference from previous iPads. Also, we have got the power supply here. Now, this one is, let me just check. I was just going to guess there, but this will definitely be the 3-pin one, as we can see here. So if I just open that up, as we can see, 3 pins, and that's because I'm in the UK. However, and no matter where you are in the world, your power supply will come with whatever pin configuration fits your mains power supply. And so to the iPad itself, and I'm just going to take off this wrapper first of all. So let me just deal with this. Okay, right, immediately straight away, as we can see, I've got the blue one here, and this is actually, I think this actually looks a lot better than what it did on the Apple website. And the thing with this is I kind of believe that like these have got like limited colors on them for a start, and normally I would go for space gray because I'm dead boring like that. However, this blue one does look really nice. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is go off screen, power up this iPad, log in, and then let's have a quick look around the edges of it. Okay, so I'm now going to do a quick physical comparison with the 10th gen iPad, which is on the left here. Now, immediately, I don't expect there to be that many similarities, and most certainly not any as far as the button placements are concerned and stuff like that. However, what I'm really interested in here is to see as to whether or not these iPads are maybe of such a similar size overall that maybe you could actually share certain peripherals between them, maybe certain types of cases, but most certainly docking systems. Now, the first thing that I will say straight away here is that in spite of the fact that the iPad M2 here, or the iPad Pro M2, has got slightly thinner bezels compared to the bezels on the 10th gen iPad, I don't think that there's much in there. So if anybody's looking at a 10th gen iPad, as you can see here, the actual like proper screen size in there, or the screen area, is actually really good. Now, there is one massive difference, however, and it actually goes into the favor of the Gen 10 iPad, and that's the fact that it's now got its camera placed on one of the long edges here close to the center. Now, what that basically means is that when you're doing things like FaceTime or any kind of video recording, you can have your iPad in like proper landscape mode and be able to look straight down into the center line of the iPad. Now, moving over onto the rear of these iPads, and it is immediately clear that these are completely different. They do not share any of the same physical construction characteristics. However, they do look very similar as far as their size is concerned. Now, moving over to one of the long edges, and as we can see, these are clearly different again, as in the buttons for the up and down volume controls are slightly in different positions, and obviously one of them, as in the iPad Pro M2, has got that charging port there for the wireless connection for the pencil. However, they do look very similar as far as the length is concerned. And then moving over to the other long edge of the iPads, once again they are completely different, as in the Gen 10 here has got its connections or its electronic connection for certain peripherals, and then obviously on the iPad Pro M2 that's got a microphone in that position there, but once again they actually do look like a very similar length. Now looking at the bottom edge, and as we can see there, both of their USB-C ports are basically in the same position, but that's to be expected because you would expect them to be central. Now obviously the speaker grills are completely in different places and different sizes, but once again, as far as the width is concerned, they do actually look very similar in width. And then pretty much the same thing for the top edge of both of these iPads, as in the speaker grills are in completely different places. Also on the M2 iPad Pro, we've got those two microphones slap into the center, and also their power buttons are in different positions. However, and once again, the actual width does look very similar. Now just for the last physical comparison, and this is by no means scientific, but I'm just going to have a quick look here to see what the thicknesses are like. They do look very similar. However, maybe the 10th gen iPad is slightly thicker. Now I know there are spec sheets which are going to be a lot more precise than what I've been doing here. However, I just thought quickly eyeballing these things might give me an idea as to maybe are certain things shareable between them. Okay, so that should just about do it then for this unboxing of the iPad 10th gen. And hopefully that footage that I shown there comparing the physical attributes of the iPad 10th gen to the 11-inch iPad Pro M2. Hopefully that's going to be of some use to some people, and especially maybe more so the kind of people who are looking at the 10th gen, just so that you know that as far as the actual visible screen area is concerned, there really isn't anything in it. Anyways, I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.